Hi, I'm Steve Benke from ecobeeremoval.com. We perform live removal and relocation of honeybees. This video introduction is going to explain to you what a bee infestation is and how to best go about handling your bee problem. After you see this video introduction, you then can move on to our other videos, which will specifically detail how to handle your particular bee problem. Okay, well, let's get started. Bee removal is generally broken down into two categories. First are bees that are found outside of a structure, and the others are bees that are found inside of a structure. By the outside of a structure, we mean in a shrub or in a tree or someplace where we can gain access to the bees. This kind of bee removal is best handled by a bee removal expert or a beekeeper, someone who can catch the whole bees as a whole, as a happy little whole, and then rehome them. Technically speaking, pest control companies are not supposed to handle bees outside of a structure because bees are protected. They're important to the planet and important to us all. So hire a beekeeper to get a bee problem out of a tree or something like that. Many times when you have a bee situation outside of a structure, it's something that's called a swarm. A swarm is not an established colony. It's something that has just showed up. We will go into what a swarm is on a different video. If found inside of a structure, then there's basically only two ways to handle it. One is to spray it, and the other is to open up the structure and remove the bee colony. Unless you know for sure that your bee infestation has been there less than 2 weeks, we do not recommend that you handle it with spraying. Let me explain. When a bee swarm moves into your structure, the queen begins to lay thousands of eggs a day, and soon you're going to have pounds of honey and wax and larvae filling up your structure. One of the main functions of a bee colony is to fan their wings to keep the wax cool. Wax has a very low melting temperature, and without the bees there to fan their wings, that wax and that honey will start to melt in the walls, and once that smell goes aerosol, every bee in town is going to be at your location looking for a place to live. So again, unless you're absolutely certain that your bee infestation is recent, don't waste your money on pest control. As a matter of fact, many pest control companies are getting out of the bee business altogether. They know they can't resolve your problem, and they will only give you a 30 to a 90-day warranty. Bees will come back if you don't remove the honeycomb, and you'll be paying for this all over again. So to recap what we've learned today about bee removal, if they're found outside of a structure, it could be a swarm or established colony, but either way, don't use a pest control. It's not legal for them to spray anyway, and why not just save the bees? If they're found inside your structure and you're not confident how long they've been there, it's better just to open the wall and remove the colony. And if all things are being equal, won't you consider live removal? Bees are so important to our planet and to us all. 1/3 of all the food that we eat today comes because bees pollinate our food. Bees are disappearing all over the earth at an alarming rate, and for many, many factors. They're just being stressed out by genetically modified foods, by the chemicals that we're using, by being overworked, and there's viruses and beetles and all manner of things. And without the bees, what will we do? So choose live bee removal if you can. Call our 800 number on the screen and find a bee technician in your area, someone who can come out and take care of your bee problem and save the bees. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please go on to our other videos which detail how to handle your particular problem. And thanks for watching. This is Steve from Eco Bee Removal. Be blessed.